The big house, as you know, is closed to fans because of the coronavirus. I'm Everett Cassidy. Coming up, we're going to go inside and show you what's being done in the fight against COVID-19.
Police investigators combing this area for evidence after a shooting early this morning. Coming up, why they think it might be linked to another freeway shooting and who they're looking for.
And there's new information tonight in an East Point trench collapse, which ended in tragedy for a city worker and his family. But first, here at 5, we begin with a winter weather advisory for a storm arriving right around midday tomorrow.
Yeah, this is getting repetitive. Paul Gross is in the Weather Center with the latest on that. And Paul, 2020 just won't let go, will it?
No, I tell you. In fact, what was it I said yesterday? Deja vu all over again? Yeah. That's what's pretty much going to happen. So right now we have the winter weather advisory, as you mentioned, issued by the National Weather Service. That will go into effect at noon tomorrow, and then we will see that continue into Friday night. So let's take a look at what's going on here, and you can see temperatures right now are in the low 30s, even slipped into the upper 20s in parts of our west zone and areas farther west. And as we talked about 2 days ago, you might remember we were talking about dew point. Remember, the farther away the dew point is from the temperature, the drier the air is. That, once again, is going to factor into tomorrow's weather, because the drier the air is, the longer it will take that temperature to rise above freezing when the precipitation arrives. So this evening we have no problems. We're mostly clear to partly cloudy, and temperatures, again, as you just saw, sliding through the 20s. But then tomorrow morning, even though we start the day dry early in the morning, there comes the mess. So we're going to take you through the day tomorrow in great detail coming up in just a few minutes. But don't forget the local forecasters app. If you're one of the few that doesn't have it right now, you really need to get it. It's free, downloadable from the App Store. Search under WDIV, and the radar, the live radar on the app, is the same thing we show you on TV in terms of the colors, so you can see where it's raining, snowing, and freezing raining. Be back with you guys in just a few minutes.
All right, Paul. We're learning more about the East Point city worker who died following the collapse of a trench he was working in.
It happened last night near Gratiot in Hazen, East Point, and we've learned the victim of that accident is a married father of 2 employed in the Public Works Division. Victor Williams is live with the very latest on this terrible turn of events. Victor?
Yes, absolutely terrible indeed. You can still see the scene tape and now a growing memorial from where this horrific accident took place. But now we are finally starting to learn more about this man who lost his life while simply being on the job. The accident that took Brian's life happened on Wednesday evening when his team was working on a broken water main. The trench around the main collapsed, trapping Brian in the 6 to 7 foot hole. Within minutes, crews were there trying to save him. The East Point Fire Department and several other bystanders, including Dean Pollard, worked to free Brian, even trying CPR to revive him. He was transported to the hospital where he died from his injuries.
Didn't know what exactly was going on after they took him to the hospital.
Dean just found out that Brian passed away. Today he's paying his respects with a few roses.
Kind of hit us kind of bad because, you know, when you're trying to save somebody and he passes away, it affects you.
And tonight the city of East Point is mourning his death, as he was an employee for the last 13 years.
But when he's an employee of East Point, everything, it's a small community, so it's like you're part of the family.
It's a tragic situation all around. Brian now leaves behind a wife and 2 kids who have to ring in the new year with an unimaginable absence.
That's even worse. That's even worse. I feel sorry for the family and everything. You know, we tried our best. Everything, that's all I can say. We tried our best.
Now East Point City Manager Elk Doom sent us this statement, which reads, "I extend my deepest sympathies to the Thibault family and Brian East Point family. Brian died serving the citizens of East Point and will always be remembered." For now, we are reporting live in East Point. Victor Williams, Local 4. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Victor.
A grim scene on the city's west side this morning as a man is found dead behind the wheel of a car riddled with bullet holes near I-96. Detroit police say this could be the latest in a string of shootings on freeways, and they're looking for a distinct van that might have been involved in this. Grant Herms with the story.
Detroit police are still looking for answers and 2 suspects in this bizarre mid-morning shooting that could be yet another freeway shooting in Metro Detroit. Police responded to the scene just off Tillman and Warren a little after 10 in the morning after 911 calls saying they heard gunshots. When police arrived, they found this blue Toyota FJ Cruiser parked just off the interstate. Bullet holes in the passenger side door and rear side window. Inside, the victim only described as a white man shot to death, still behind the wheel. Right now, it's unclear whether the driver was on the highway and then pulled off before passing away, but police are keeping the possibility of yet another freeway shooting alive, which would bring Metro Detroit's total to nearly 2 dozen since June.
Usually pretty quiet, close to our downtown area. Again, this may have stemmed from the highway, but it's too early to determine.
Investigators say they are looking for a white cargo van that would have had 2 men inside. Callers told police they think the van is somehow involved. Police say this neighborhood is relatively quiet for them, although one neighbor said recently there's been more commotion than normal leading up to this morning's shooting. And again, investigators are asking anybody with any information about this shooting, that white van or the 2 men possibly inside, to call the homicide tip line or Crime Stoppers. In Detroit, Grant Herms, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Grant. On the final day of 2020, the Big House in Ann Arbor played host to its first big wins of the year, Michigan Stadium being used to vaccinate hundreds of U of M employees and students who fall into that first priority group. Evrod Cassimy was there to see the critical role the stadium is playing in the coronavirus fight.
I am right outside of the Big House, which, as you know, has been closed to fans due to the coronavirus pandemic. Well, today it was open in the fight against the coronavirus as hundreds of people got vaccinated.
I feel that for my coworkers and for myself that, I will be able to be in the fight a little bit more. I don't have to worry as much about getting COVID, about taking COVID home, about spreading COVID to my coworkers.
Prab Kopera is sitting under observation for any side effects and reaction after getting his coronavirus vaccination. The anesthesiologist at U of M Hospital is one of the first at today's vaccination clinic at the Big House.
Process was very quick. Walked in, checked in with my university ID. Most of the information, it seems like, was already entered. There was some screening questions that were entered and taken, and pretty much that was it.
A couple hundred people will receive their first dose today. These are people considered to be in the Phase 1A group by governmental standards. They'll get their second dose in about 3 weeks.
We are so excited to be actively vaccinating our team members against COVID-19, and we've been vaccinating every day since December 21st. We know that we have a large population of team members, community members to vaccinate in the months ahead, and so we've been looking for opportunities to scale and expand our vaccination infrastructure.
Dr. Miller hopes a couple thousand people will be vaccinated every day here as more doses of the vaccine continue to come in. He has chosen to wait.
It's really important for me that our team members have access to the vaccination as quickly as possible, and then it will make sense for me to move forward.
At the Big House, Evrod Cassimy, Local 4.
And there's no update from the state today as far as any new coronavirus case numbers. The state giving workers a break and will send out a 3-day total coming up on Saturday.
After spending the Christmas holiday at their Palm Beach resort, the president and first lady are back in Washington in time for New Year's and also in time for Congress, which continues its fierce debate on COVID relief. NBC's Susan McGinnis has the latest on those relief checks and more.
As Americans prepare to close the books on 2020, nearly 800,000 more file for unemployment benefits and confront the reality their $600 COVID relief checks will not rise to $2,000. The Senate Majority Leader effectively killing the effort despite support from President Trump, many Republicans and Democrats arguing it's not needed.
Socialism for rich people is a terrible way to help the American families that are actually struggling.
Senate Democrats not giving up.
All that I am asking Senator McConnell is give us a vote. What is the problem? You could vote no.
The Senate in its final days also debating whether to override the president's veto of the military defense bill. That vote likely this weekend. Meanwhile, President Trump unexpectedly cutting short his Mar-a-Lago trip, skipping the traditional New Year's Eve gala. Back in Washington, still seeking to overturn Joe Biden's victory with some help from his friends.
There were irregularities in this election, that there was fraud. Nobody disputes that, by the way.
The claim is widely disputed by courts and state elections officials in both parties. Days before Congress is scheduled to certify the election results, Missouri Republican Josh Hawley says he'll challenge it, forcing lawmakers to go on record whether they support or deny Joe Biden's victory.
Susan McGinnis, Local 4.
Still ahead, a police officer responding to a shoplifting call makes a big decision you might not expect. Why he chose compassion in this particular case.
Plus, dramatic video of an ICE rescue as a father tries to pull a stranded child to safety but ends up falling in as well. We'll show you every twist and turn to this dramatic rescue.
And up next, maybe it wasn't an honest mistake after all. New information coming to light about those nearly 500 doses of the COVID vaccine that had to be thrown out in Wisconsin. And we're just getting word of an arrest.